Hello, Speaking Forex. This is Gregory, and this is part 2 of our mini-series about Fibonacci. Today's lecture, we will go over the derivation of the other two standard numbers that most traders analyze. And after that, we will pull up a chart and see what we can do as far as putting the theory into practice. To learn more advanced concepts, please register at speakingforex.com, and you will be notified upon the release of the advanced material. So last lecture, we were talking about this guy here, Fibonacci. I wonder if he was reincarnated somehow, and if he lived amongst us today, if he would be some type of super trader or some type of scientist. That would be extremely funny. That would be a great movie, the return of Fibonacci, and what would he do? What would be his mark on the world his second time? That would be interesting. All right, so let's talk about retracement levels. It is a natural place to start, since this is the first thing that people learn when it comes to Fibonacci's. Now remember, these concepts are very basic. It is mainly used as a starting point in your Fibonacci education, but they are very important in your overall development when it comes to technical analysis. Now remember the golden ratio, 61.8%. It is the primary retracement level that we use in technical analysis. But for trading purposes, we actually use two other numbers as well when it comes to analyzing retracements. And that's a 38%, well, the 38.2%, and the 50%. You may be wondering, where do these numbers come from? And like most people, you probably just accept them. So if you use Fibonacci in your trading, you may say, well, it stopped at the 38%. It's a Fibonacci number, so I just accept it. Or it stopped at the 50%. Oh well, it's part of the software package, so I just accept it. And I guess that's pretty cool, but it's always cool to know exactly where these numbers are derived from. It's not just some hocus pocus or anything like that. So the other numbers, the 38% and the 50%, are derived as follows. The 38%. 38.2% is the difference between 100% and the 61.8%. Okay, do the math. It adds up perfectly. Also, if you square 61.8%, you get 38.2%. Okay, so it actually appears twice. It's amazing how you can play with the numbers and come up with the same number. It's totally fascinating. And the 50% is pretty self-explanatory. It's the average of the 38.2% and the 61.8%. So if you add them together and divide by 2, you'll get 50%. So basically, it's the halfway point between the two. So what are we going to do after this point? We are going to actually pull up a chart, and we're going to just analyze a few swings, and we're going to apply the Fibonacci retracements to the price wave model. And hopefully things start to make sense after that point, and you will see how everything ties in together. So just sit tight. I'll be back. We'll pull up a chart, and we'll continue on with the lecture.